Hello, fabulous Fab community, and happy holidays. My name is Katherine Zoraster, and I am an art historian and an instructor in the Fab program. And I would like to invite you to a class that I'm going to be teaching for the winter lecture series next year called 50 Years of the Norton Simon Museum. As you might be able to tell from the title, the Norton Simon Museum just had its 50-year anniversary last year. And so this class will be an exploration of the museum. We'll actually kind of a little bit take a visit to it, online and through PowerPoint. The Norton Simon Museum is definitely my favorite museum in the Los Angeles area, and it has a very interesting history. Much of the museum is the result of the collection of Mr. Norton Simon. So in the class, we'll talk a little bit about him as a businessman, but more specifically as a collector, and the highlights of the class, the one-day course, will be looking at the highlights of his collection or of the collection of the museum itself. And you can see a few of them here, but it's got an excellent Impressionist collection. It has one of the best collections of Edgar Degas. If you're familiar with him, you can actually see a few of his sculptures that are on display. The museum also has a really far-reaching collection of just European history, starting from the Middle Ages and going all the way up to mid-20th century works of art. And then it also has actually a really excellent, exquisite collection of Indian art as well. So we'll look at some of the highlights and talk about the kind of the chronology of the history of art through this specific kind of magnificent collection. In addition to talking about that, as I mentioned, we'll also talk a little bit about the history of the collection itself, but largely focus on the highlights. So that class will be on Wednesday, January 14th. It's from 10 to noon, and it'll be HyFlex. So it'll be both in person at the Thousand Oaks location, but also you can catch it on Zoom as well. So either or. So I hope to see you in the new year, again, January 14th from 10 to noon, HyFlex class, and it is called 50 Years of the Norton Simon Museum. Happy New Year.